Hi, beautiful people. I am here and I wanted to talk about struggling with nicotine addiction. It has been quite a day. So, as some of you know, I am approaching my 2 year in sobriety mark on May 21st, and I'm really excited about that. Now, I am in recovery from methamphetamines. Okay. I have no clue what is it like to withdraw from nicotine, but I can tell you that a lot of people struggle with it. I'm very familiar. I've known people to struggle with it. And there's Vegas Girl. Vegas Girl, hey. Oh, she says, Vegas Girl, the drama queen, she's here. So I do know that there's a lot of people that do struggle with it. I've had people in my family, my dad in particular, when he stopped smoking, he felt like his health was failing. Hey, Denzel, I see you. He felt like his health was failing and all that stuff. And it took him quite a while. I'm really proud of him. He's been clean from cigarettes like 2 years. He feels so much better, but it was a struggle. He tried the nicotine patches that I believe helped him, but it was quite an ordeal. And I feel like that's a really tough one to deal with. So Vegas Girl's going to come up and she's going to talk about what is it like for her. I'll let her tell her own story. But before I get into that, let me just tell you something. All right. And for those of you that are new, welcome to my channel. All right. Where we talk about all kinds of stuff over here. Okay. So you guys know I was in that fender bender yesterday. It has been quite an ordeal. So apparently the guy that I hit, he wants a check, which I hate. King, how you doing, King? He wants a check, and he asked me for a check for about $2,500. I don't know what this is like. Normally, you just exchange insurance information, and that's it, right? But I'm like, if he just wants a check, is it normal just to write this guy a check? I told him to go to the place, get the car fixed. I hit a Mercedes, y'all. Get the car fixed, and Mercedes, and then I will write the check. And he doesn't want to do that. So I think this is going to be more complicated than I thought. He looked me up and some stuff, and it's just been crazy. Hey, Bossy Unbothered. It's just been crazy. But these are the things that I'm dealing with in sobriety. I'm doing all this shit sober. So for those of you that have followed me, you know that this recovery journey has been long. And so me doing normal stuff, like, okay, I hit this car. I cannot panic. I cannot go back to using, anything. I have to deal with this shit. There's no running and no escaping, right? So it feels weird dealing with it. Go through the insurance. Bussy says, okay, so even though everything's gonna go up because my insurance is extremely high for both of my vehicles and my motorcycle, my insurance is high. So maybe I should just deal with it like that. Because this guy has been a complete asshole. I told him to go to the shop, and then he gives me this quote, right, of like $2,500 or whatever. But he never took his car to the damn shop. He just called them, told them something, they give him an estimate. So I'm like, no, go to the shop. I want to take care of it, but I have to protect myself too. It's just a damn fender bender. My car is about, I got a couple $1,000s worth of damages. I'm going to use my insurance for my car, but I don't know what the hell to do. But I have to deal with it. And it sucks because the pain that I feel in my neck and in my back, I don't know how I hit this damn car. I hate that I hit this car and I want to take care of it, but I don't want to write checks all over the damn place. Do you know what I mean? I want to just get it done. Thankfully, nobody got too injured, but that's crazy. So, that's life. Life is lifing. What's good, King? Thank you, King. I appreciate you. If you'd like to support the channel, there is my Cash App. Thank y'all for your memberships, and thank you for all of your donations, and thank you for being here. Please hit the like. I'm going to drop a link for Vegas Girl. Unless he's willing to give you 3 estimates. You know what, Bossy Unbothered? I kid you not. I told him to get 3 estimates, and I said that's the same thing the insurance company would do, is ask for those estimates. And he made it seem like I was asking for something just insane. So I do feel that that's the right thing to do, right? The auto body shop that he mentioned is a really high-end one for this old raggedy ass car. This old car. And I just want it to be done. I'm in the middle of this move. I know that my background and everything is probably crazy right now. I'm trying to get situated, and that was a big deal. Did I drop a link for Vegas Girl? I'm sorry. Let me drop a link for our guest. We have a guest. We're gonna be respectful to our guest, and I want to hear what Vegas Girl is going through. So while I'm waiting for her, I'm just gonna keep talking. There's a link for Vegas Girl, who has a different name to her channel, so she's gonna come up here and explain that to her. But in the meantime, so yeah, this car has me stressed out. And the first thing I wanted to do was eat some crazy sugary food, which I had a sweet tea. The second thing I wanted to do was just escape it. Hey, but honestly, my insurance can handle it. They can deal with it. I really don't need to worry about it. If my premiums go up, they just go up. I just don't need the stress. All right. He wants to check for this. I can show you guys the scratch on this car. It's like down. Apparently, they have to replace the bumper. I don't know. That's just what it is. Hey, Asabi, but Bossy, I hear you. Have you guys got into a fender bender before where it was your fault? I feel bad that it's my fault because I don't like to make mistakes. And that's, you know what I mean? It's one thing to buy something or pay for something because you want to. And it's another to do it for carelessness. And I do not like wasting a dime. Okay. I don't know if she's going to come up or not. We'll see. Let me bring her up. Oh, there she is. All right, I'm going to bring you up. You ready? There's my friend. Okay. What's up, 504?
How are you, Misunderstood?
You look beautiful. How are you doing?
True crime. I'm doing a lot better. I'm doing a lot better. It's getting easier day by day.
Okay, so you guys, here is true crime news. See, I call her Vegas Girl because that's how I met her. But the name of the channel is True Crime News.
Yes.
So welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. So I don't know why I'm nervous, but I'm a little nervous. I don't know why.
Why? Why are you nervous?
I don't know. So, but yes, thank you for having me. So
maybe it's because, so just relax. We're talking amongst friends. So what I was saying, I know that we were talking about nicotine addiction and how, you know, you stopped smoking. You go ahead and tell your own story.
Yes. So, what got me to stop smoking was last Sunday. I was at work and I had a medical episode and I had to get taken to the hospital. And the doctor said that my lungs were inflamed from the nicotine. And he basically said that if I don't quit smoking, the nicotine's going to end up I'm going to have a heart attack and I will die. Given my past history as far as my heart condition goes, chances are I will not survive a heart attack. So I had a really tough choice to make. It's either live or die. So I chose to live. I'm 46. I have a lot of life left to live. It's been really, really, really hard, especially this past week, because I had to continue to go to work sick. And that has not helped. I've had to deal with personal issues, work issues, all that combined. It's been really, really, really rough. And then Thursday was the worst day I had. I reached out to you and I was just like, I was shaking. I was just like, I don't know if I could do this. I want to smoke so bad. I don't think I'm ready to do this. But no, I haven't had cigarettes since Sunday. So I just basically quit cold turkey.
I think that's number one. I congratulate you. That is not an easy one. Bossy is asking, have you been vaping?
Say that. I see that's another thing too. I've been doing my research on vaping, and there's a lot of people that say that vaping is just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than actually smoking. So no.
I
don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I've been told.
What are and what's interesting to me is how strong, let me tell you guys, nicotine addiction is no joke, right? Some of the side effects have the side effects gotten any better for you?
Yes, the cravings are usually like early in the mornings toward mid-afternoon, and then sometimes in between the days, like if I get really pissed off or if I get like really upset or stressed out, the need for a cigarette, I would want one, or if I'm around somebody that smokes. But it's gotten less and less. I already feel like I have a little bit more energy. I already feel like I'm a little bit healthier, and I had to change the way that I eat too. So I had to like make all these, different kind of changes in the past week or so. So it's been a struggle, but I just put my mind on other stuff, because I've had to learn to do that. I work with the public. As you know, working with the public, they can piss you off. So when the public pisses you off, I can't run and have a smoke anymore. So I'll just run and talk to a coworker, or I'll do something else. But that's what I used to do, was have a cigarette every time I got mad. But now I can't do that anymore.
And that's
So
common. And you guys, one of the reasons why I invited oh God, I can't call you Vegas girl, True Crimes
no, you
over.
can call me Vegas girl. Everybody knows me as that. That's fine.
One of the reasons I'm falling apart in my shirt. Sorry, trying this new style. One of the reasons I invited her over was because I know a lot of other people struggle with nicotine addiction, cigarettes, whatever, and I don't want to throw weed in there. Smoking in general, because weed's not, it's not the nicotine problem, but just smoking. And
Mhm.
so I thought maybe other people that went through it could give her some advice.
I was smoking. Let's see. I want to say I was smoking about a pack to a pack and a half almost every other day. Cigarettes here in Vegas are like, the cheapest is like $8 a pack. So I was going through cigarettes a lot. So I actually misunderstood. I never really thought of it as an addiction. I just considered it as a bad habit that I needed to break. I never knew that nicotine was an actual addiction. I just thought it was a bad habit that I needed to break. So now I know that it's an addiction, but before I did not.
What's interesting? I kid you not. It's so interesting that you said that because I didn't realize that I had an addiction until I tried to quit. And I think that's the way for a lot of people. When everyone thinks, oh, I'm okay. I can stop when I want until they try to stop.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've tried so many times before, but I just think that I wasn't ready and I didn't really want to. It wasn't in my head, it wasn't in my heart to do. But so I'm gonna tell you guys how I actually started this habit. It stemmed from when I had my very first boyfriend. And we were living together, and it was going great for a while. He actually had me try marijuana. I tried that. I wanted to eat everything in sight, and I was like, "Yeah, this is it for me." So he had me try cigarettes. Ever since then, I was hooked. He became very verbally abusive, and then he became physical, and then he isolated me from my friends and my family and stuff. And I was just chain smoking all the time. And he left one day. We got into a fight. He gave me a black eye, and he left the next day. So I reached out to my mom and I asked her to come and pick me up. And this is how I ended up back where I'm at now. So he was the reason why I started smoking and I could not quit. I want to say I want to start smoking 20 years now. Over 20 years. It's been a
20
long time.
years.
Yeah.
And that health scare is why you're like, you know what, I can't keep smoking.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I know, I know that is tough. And yeah,
Pardon
it's so
me.
toxic. No, don't you don't have to apologize to me, but it's so toxic and I'm glad that you're taking, this approach for your health.
Yes,
Can
I
you
have
say what
to.
kind of cigarettes did you smoke and how much were you paying?
I was buying a pack every other day, so 8 times 4, probably. I want to say 25 to 30 a week on cigarettes alone. On cigarettes alone, 25 to 30 a week on cigarettes alone. So yeah, it was costing me a lot of money to smoke, but I didn't care. I did not do menthol. It was just regular cigarettes, and it was Marlboro, and they're very expensive here in Las Vegas. So yeah, I was smoking the Marlboro Red.
So you're not
So
doing anything right now, right? No patch, nothing. You're just quitting cold turkey.
correct. I'm not doing anything. I'm just quitting cold turkey. I have it in my mind that I want to quit. I have a really good support system here at home. I have a good support system at work, and then online as well. So that's kind of helped me get through this. And my mom, she had an alcohol addiction, so she got through her, so she kind of understands what I'm going through. So I mean, everybody's like been really supportive, and even though when I have my withdrawals, my mood swings are out of control right now because I'm top of that, I'm going through menopause. So my mood swings are just out of sight. So I'm trying to like balance everything all at one time, but it's been hard, but I think I'll be all right. I'm doing good so far. It's been 6 days. Six
I'm
days,
really
no
proud of
cigarettes,
that.
no nothing.
I'm really proud of that. And I had to look some stuff up because, and so I was like looking up this nicotine stuff. Again, for me, it's like anytime you try to quit something, it's going to be difficult. But with nicotine, I know your brain gets used to it and it develops a dependency on it. You guys already know. And so we need more. It does release, certain chemicals in the brain, and it's hard to get off of. And it's just so toxic. And I just cannot even imagine why is this stuff even legal. And that's another story for another day. But the struggle is just when we first started, like years ago, years ago, they didn't even know how toxic this stuff was. So trying to quit something, I mean, we're putting the smoke into our lungs, and it's so, I'm just so glad that you're trying to stop. 504, hey, Derry, 504 says, I smoked on the patch. Oh, wow.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that vaping is safer than smoking?
I don't.
Yeah.
I feel what's scary about vaping is that they're targeting the young kids with all these flavors and stuff like that. And you're still smoking. I mean the smoke is going direct. I mean, well, and there's different. What do you guys think about vaping, right? For me, it's all addicting. And if you're vaping and it's like a tobacco product, how is it more safe if it has nicotine? Cigarettes develop a lot of nicotine. I mean, cigarettes have nicotine has tobacco has a lot of nicotine in it, which makes it toxic. So no matter how you take it, it's going to be harmful for you. I totally butchered what I was trying to say. Derry says he vapes. Okay, let me look up my notes online because let me read this to you about vapes because I actually did take notes. Okay. Vapes with nicotine can be as addictive as cigarettes. And so it says, in fact, some e-cigarettes can deliver even more addictive nicotine, making it harder to give it up. So it's the nicotine. You're taking all of that and putting it into your body. For me, it's like this. If you're going to quit something, because some people talk about e-cigarettes and using like nicotine gum and stuff like that, you don't quit something with the same substance. Just, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to quit, just quit because it's the nicotine that's harmful.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
504 girl says, I really don't like to vape, but that could help me quit since I don't like it. Some vape flavors don't have nicotine in them. Some vape flavors do not have nicotine. That's absolutely correct.
That is true, yeah.
But
yes.
What about the smoke going into your lungs altogether? Imagine your lungs are not supposed to have smoke in them. And this is a judgment-free zone. We are having a conversation. So what do you guys think about vaping instead? I know it's cool. I know it's trendy. But for me, it's putting smoke in my body, period. I want my oxygen.
Yes. So, yeah, me too.
Asabi, Oh, Asabi, I understand. I know that's tough. That's tough.
Yes, I'm sorry to hear that. So, but I mean, you got to put it in your mind. That's what you want to do. If you want to give something up, you got to just do it and go for it. It's all in the mind, and it's all up to you because nobody can do it for you. It's your life, it's your decision, and it's your health. Do you want to live or do you want to die? And I have way too much to live for to just not go down without a fight. So, that health scare was what put me in my place last Sunday. I don't ever want to go through that because if I have a heart attack, I probably will not survive because of my heart condition that I have already. So I should not have even started that habit because of my heart condition that I have since I was born. But I mean, it was a little too late. At least I'm trying now. I'm trying to improve what I put in my body and everything. So I mean, better late than never. So I feel a lot better.
I'm glad that you are feeling better. I'm trying to grab the questions for you in the chat as well. Thank you guys for your questions and your comments. 504 says, I really don't like to vape, but that could help me quit. Oh, I read that one. Sorry. Indian smoke, so I can't say that. But smoke is smoke. Did you quit your addiction on your own, ladies. I quit on my own.
I quit
I
on my
quit
own.
mine on my own. She's quitting on her own. She's not using anything, but it gets hard.
What
When is
was
it the
the
hardest? Is it like a certain?
The hardest I think would probably be like when I'm out in public and I see other people smoking or I smell the nicotine and I just look at them and I'm just like, can I have one? Can I have one? I want one so bad. But I just keep going and I just keep saying, no, no, that's not, that's not, I don't want one. So that's probably the hardest part. The cravings and the feelings have gone down a little bit. So it's not as bad as it was. So
I'm gonna read this to you again. I took my notes, y'all. But tobacco is such. I mean, it's so toxic, and what's in it, and it's interesting what we put in our bodies, but we do it because of that release and the feeling that we get. What happens to our brain? Those the chemicals in our brain, right? Tobacco smoke contains over 5,000 chemicals, including nicotine. People who smoke do so because I'm reading from my notes. Okay, because they are addicted to nicotine, but the harm comes from the tar, carbon monoxide, and other chemicals in the smoke. And a lot of these chemicals can cause cancer. So but you guys already know all that kind of stuff. So my thing is this for you, Vegas girl. I'm really proud of you for taking this journey on because I know that you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot with your channel. You're working, and a lot of good things are happening to you. So I'm glad that you're taking this approach to take care of your health in this way. I'm
yes,
really proud of you.
Thank you. I'm getting proud of myself too because I didn't know if I could do it. I still have my good days. I still have my bad days, but I get through it and I'll be okay. I mean, I'm a survivor, so I'll do it.
I mean,
so what about
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just saying.
So what about cigar smoke?
What about cigars?
Yeah, smoking. How is that? Is that like any worse than vaping or nicotine?
You're not gonna like my answer to these questions.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna say this because I did. Now I'm speaking from somebody. Now I'm telling you guys, when it comes to smoke, I was weird. Even though I had my addiction, I was so worried about what I put into my body, I would not pick up anything else. For me, whatever is unnatural, you're smoking and you're putting that in your body is going to be harmful. So my thing is, if you're going on this health kick for your health, you're saying that you already have these problems, smoking isn't going to fix those problems. It may make you feel better, but you're replacing one thing for something else. Do you guys agree with me?
Yeah, and that makes sense.
I don't, to me, it still doesn't, cigar smoke still have tobacco in it, and it has all these chemicals. You're lighting it up and taking it in.
Yeah.
And I feel that we do things for a lot of reasons. We want to feel better. We want to enjoy life. We want to relax. I think that it's important to replace those feelings with things that's going to naturally raise your dopamine levels in the brain. Working out, doing something that feels good like that. I'm telling you, going for a walk works wonders.
Okay.
Pilates.
Yeah, I see if I can do that. Yeah.
Pilates. Vegas girl. Like, look, we could Pilates it out. We could do a walk with me video or something like that. You don't have to do that on camera, but those things help, and then you'll be really grateful for your oxygen.
Yes. Yeah.
My mom,
yes.
Okay, I'm seeing your comments. Menthos are banned in California. That's right, Darian. That's a whole subject because some people are saying that it's race and it's attacking a certain.
Really? Wow.
That's another story for another day.
Yeah, nobody else in my family smokes. And the thing is my dad smoked for over 20 years and he got throat cancer from it. He had quit and he still got throat cancer even after quitting smoking for over 20 years. So, I mean, even though if you quit smoking, and depending on how long that you've been smoking for, their chances are that you might have still done some damage to your body that can't be fixed. But you can improve it by not, putting in the same chemicals that you're trying to get out. but he's been 20 years clean and he got throat cancer. He's fine now, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to do it, because I'm like, well, if I quit smoking and I get cancer anyway, well, what's the point of quitting smoking if I'm still going to get cancer?
But there's a
Why even
lot of other
bother?
things you can get, Vegas girl. You gotta remember emphysema, COPD. My great grandpa, I watched him die from emphysema, and his dad died from emphysema. They were heavy smokers. So the thing with cigarette smoke is, it's not if it will affect your health, it will affect your health, right? I could say that just as sure as what I was using. I knew that that would affect my health, even though there was days I felt great. Now I'm not comparing your addiction to mine. I can't do that, right? But I can tell you that it's highly toxic, it's highly addicting, and it will affect your quality of life. Now, does that help you today? No, because you just have to get through those days. So for you, it's going to be important just to connect with people and try to exercise, try to do things that's going to make you feel good naturally. I'm not saying that you don't exercise, but it's going to naturally raise those chemical and the dopamine and serotonin levels in your brain.
Okay.
And you look great. I love your hair. I
Thank
mean, you're
you.
doing all these things. And let me tell you
I'm
something. There was
trying.
a no, you look Vegas girl looks good, don't she, y'all? I mean,
Thank you. I am trying. I've got to work on me, not only with the quitting smoking, but I've been on this positive path that I'm going to keep going on. And I just feel like a brand new person. I just feel upbeat and excited and motivated now. So, I mean, a lot. I did not think that I would have all these different feelings in such a short amount of time. And I'm just like, wow, everything just seems better for me since I stopped smoking. Now, tomorrow, I have a heart doctor's appointment, and they're going to tell me whether or not they're going to actually do the surgery by cutting me open or going through my leg, putting a stent through my leg. So I'm hoping that it's the stent through my leg because of the fact that that won't take as long to recover from. So that's my biggest thing right there is what I'm waiting for.
how long is
So
the recovery for that?
um, the heart, I think, is like 2 to 3 weeks, and I think the leg, I think it might be about maybe 1 or 2 weeks for that.
So you
So
wouldn't be able to smoke anyway while you're in recovery, probably with the
say that
medicine. You would have to not smoke during that time period. You know,
right.
it's crazy because I have seen people back in the day. I mean, I met someone a long time ago who had, what do you call it, a trachea or whatever, and they were still trying to smoke. I've met people that, I mean, I just, even when I was in rehab for that short spell that I was there, whatever, just that smoke break. And for me, it was just really important for me not to do anything. I did not want to trade one addiction for another, but it's not easy. And I think quitting cigarettes is one of the hardest things to quit. It's legal, it's available, and it's difficult. It's so difficult.
Yeah, it is.
But
It is.
you're looking, see, right, Catherine. You're looking good, and I applaud you
Thank
for
you.
going how long you have, because some people can't even get past the day, and that's just really difficult.
Yeah, it is. And it's all about what you want for your life. Is this how you want your life to go? You want to go down this direction, or do you want to go down a new direction? Everything ultimately is up to you and your decisions on how you want to live your life. So, I now, along with the addiction, I was drinking like I want to say 3 or 4 Cokes a day. Misunderstood when I was smoking too. So once I stopped smoking, I went from drinking 3 or 4 Cokes a day to maybe two at the most. So now I'm trying to get down to one. So that's why it's like I feel like I'm tired all the time because I'm trying to cut as much bad habits as I can all at once. It may not be a wise decision, it may not be healthy, but I just feel like that's the only way for me to be able to get completely healthy. So I
That's
don't need all
awesome.
that
Well, think
caffeine.
about this. It's healthy. It may not feel good. Caffeine, caffeine, too much caffeine. I stay away from caffeine for reasons because um, I don't want anything that I have to do every single day. I do not want to have a cup of coffee every morning. I do not want to have a Coca-Cola or anything else. So for me, it no, but I really depend on natural energy. And yeah, I just do. And that's crazy coming from me. I'm well aware of it because of the addiction that I struggled from. But with that being said, I have been on this mental health journey and this health journey. I think that just don't beat yourself up if you slip up and have caffeine, or you the cigarettes is just toxic. Please don't go back to that. But
Oh,
if
I
you slip
won't.
up on something, you know what, you're trying, and you just keep trying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow, Destiny says her sister smoked for over 30 and 40 years and quit cold turkey. So
Oh,
Destiny, if I'm
wow.
saying something wrong, feel free to correct me. I can go by what it was like for me to quit something that a lot of people probably in my chat, you guys probably don't know what that addiction is like. But when you're going through a craving, I'm gonna say this to you, Vegas girl. And can you guys drop her channel in my chat? Do I have any moderators in my chat that could drop True Crime's channel? When you're going through a craving,
Mm-hmm.
it feels like it's an intense feeling, and it
Yeah.
feels like if you don't have it, you're gonna die. Almost like you get cranky. There's a lot of emotions that go through that craving, and you just have to remember that it's not gonna last forever. And that's with anything, any type of addiction. Those cravings hit hard.
Okay. Well, I mean, how soon do you guys think that the cravings will go away and where I won't have them altogether anymore at all?
Ooh, let me look that up because I know it's different for everybody. It depends on how much you use, the length of time. But you guys, I'm gonna look that up because I don't have that answer. I didn't even think about it. Bree says, I recommend no one to ever start. I won't even share a cigarette with others. Bree, so you smoke and you're saying that because you know how hard it is, you won't even share that with others. I commend that. I wouldn't share my dope with anyone when I was using, but maybe that was for selfish reasons. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not comparing at all. I'm just talking about what I can relate to. Okay. Thank you, Cutting Edge. I appreciate you. Oh shoot. I appreciate you guys so much. Recess, the withdrawal is annoying. Quitting caffeine, I get super tired. I was forever trying to sleep. And I wonder if it's because that's a stimulant. And I think and so when you quit, you feel that downer. And so you want to sleep because when something's a stimulant, everything's sped up, and so then you need that resting period. That's interesting.
Yeah.
When you drop the link, I'm addicted. Sure, Vegas girl, you don't have a problem with Misty, right? If I drop the link,
No, that's fine. Mm-mm.
Vegas girl, looking
I
at you.
know.
Okay, you guys, let me tell you. Let me tell you about Vegas girl. She has been on this. She can tell a whole story, but she has been on this journey and really doing a lot to work on her life. She has her channel. You guys could check her out over there. And when she said she wanted to quit smoking, I was just like, wow, that's awesome. And she's been sharing that with me. So I definitely want us to support her and encourage her because that's quite a journey. That's quite smoking is a lot of people smoke. So you're trying to quit something when you go outside and you see a lot of people doing it, and the temptation is everywhere.
Yeah.
It
I
just
mean,
is.
the hardest thing for me is like when I am really pissed off or stressed out, the first thing that I want to do is grab a cigarette because that instantly calms my nerves. So instead, I have hard candy with me at work, so I just grab a piece of hard candy, bam, I'm good to go. Something sweet. If I'm around something sweet, that craving and that feeling usually goes away within the next 10 or 15 minutes. So I work in a kitchen, so I'm surrounded by stuff that I can eat that's sweet. So I'm good to go with that.
You know what's crazy? I use that sometimes too. And for me, y'all know it's the sweet tea. And I'm not going to lie. I have been able to make it maybe 4 days at a time before I'm like, I need that one. But what happened is that when I drink the sweet tea now, it's too sweet. So now I want unsweetened tea, but it took a while to get there. But I want my sweets too when I'm feeling down. That sugar makes us feel that lift. Happy
Yeah.
hormones come out, and there's a whole science behind that. Ree says cigarettes is a mindset. Missy, I dropped the link for you. Cigarettes is a mindset. I kept falling out when it comes to quitting. The mood swings are heavy. Mood swings. We didn't even talk about that. Misty, is that you backstage? Okay, Missy, I'm gonna bring you up if you want to turn your camera off. It's fine.
Oh my God, the mood swings misunderstood. I mean, my coworkers are looking at me like I lost my damn mind. One minute I'm happy, the next minute I'm sad, the next minute I'm mad, and then again I'm happy. They're just looking at me like, child, how much longer are we gonna have to do this?
So you feel a lot of mood, Missy, you feel bad. So the mood swings are bad. Destiny said her brother won't stop. His nerves are bad. And here is the link to Vegas Girl's channel.
Thank
And
you.
you guys go over there and subscribe to her and show her some support. She covers true crime and stuff like that. But if you have a conversation with her, even if she's covering true crime stuff, she doesn't mind having a conversation with you.
No, I don't. No,
That's my
not at
sis.
all.
So the cravings, can you speak about that a little bit more?
Yes, the cravings, I get them. Really bad in the mornings, and then toward mid-afternoon I just start getting, the shakes and stuff, and it's in my head that I want a cigarette so bad, and I just stick some candy in my pocket, and after a while the cravings do go away. I haven't been getting them as much lately, but it's still there from time to time. So I mean, the cravings and the withdrawals are slowly disappearing, but it's still there. So I just don't want to relapse. This is something that I really want to do.
Gotcha. Misty, I think you have some background noise. Go ahead. Welcome, Misty.
Hey, I hadn't talked to you in a long time. Been busy dealing with all the stuff that, has been going on with me. I just thought that this talk was really interesting because when I got sick, with cancer, the doctor told me a lot of things that I have to give up. And I'm still, I'm skipping past that. There's no part of bringing that up. But, so I used to drink soda, like soda, like all day, like a bunch of soda. So he said, I have to stop drinking soda to help with treatments, and plus it's not good because I need a lot of water. Well, I was watching your live the other night when you were talking about, because I just stay in the bushes most of the time because I don't feel like it. And you were talking about that daggum sweet tea. Well, guess what I'm addicted to? I instead of just sodas, I switched the sodas to something else. I don't, keep in mind now, I don't smoke, I don't drink alcohol, I've never done any drugs or anything. I mean, I know how people are going to say whatever they want to say because it's the beef sector thing, that does that. But that is
Oh
my
my God,
story.
Colleen.
But this is my story. Sonic. Sorry, Sonic people. They made this sweet tea that you can add some lemonade to it. I have been drinking the stew out of those things. So I'm trying to, I mean, when I say girl, it's like you and that sweet tea. Do you ever go to Captain, isn't that a Captain D's cup you have, go to Captain D's and get their sweet tea?
And Captain Diesel.
No, it's Captain D's. It's a place they have out here. I guess you haven't. Anyway, anywhere you can get sweet tea, right? And for some reason, I'm very addicted to sweet tea now. I've stopped with the sodas and all that, but I can't stop drinking the sweet tea. It has such a good taste to it.
Only the sugar and all that kind of. Ooh, that cough sounds bad. The sugar and all of that. I mean, Arnold Palmer's. It's you got the lemonade and you got the tea. And what we're addicted to, in my opinion, is the sugar. Tea, I believe some teas have caffeine. I don't know if sweet tea has caffeine, but mm, yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
I'm
think they
having.
say whether they have caffeine or not on the label as far as the tea goes, if I remember correctly.
Right. That's what I figured out when I started. The, this started out one day. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna drink. I'm not gonna drink any more sodas. So I found the substitute. I was like, okay, this has got water in it, so it'll be good. So I went by Sonic, and they have this zero lemonade that they can add a little bit of lemonade to the top of your tea. It's sort of like it's kind of like a drink they have. It's just a little place, or whatever. So I was like, oh, that's good. So I started like slowly drinking those. Now I take my behind into the store and I'll buy me some tea, and I get the one that says no caffeine. But I mean, it's gone from me getting it it's gone from me getting it at the fast food restaurant to now I'm buying the shit. I mean, I'm telling you, it's the sweet tea addiction is real.
You're right, Misty. You hit on something. Okay, so Vegas girl is quitting her cigarettes. Okay, she got 6 days in. We are proud of her. Misty is addicted to sweet tea, and now she likes this one
Yep.
from Sonic, whatever that has. Let me tell you something. What I did not know. So now, listen, Misty. Thank you, Vegas girl. Thank you for sharing. I have to cut this sweet tea. Okay, I cannot be talking to Vegas girl about shit, and I have a sweet tea addiction. Listen to this. The large McDonald's sweet tea have about 132 milligrams of caffeine in it. They're
Oh,
I'm already hyper.
that's that cup.
Whenever I get
That's
on
that cup I've been seeing.
after a sweet tea, I'm ready to curse everybody out. Listen,
Yes, yes,
yeah, Misty, you've seen me when after I drink a sweet tea when I'm live. Listen, there's
yes.
69 grams of sugar in a 32 ounce. I always get a large unless they make a mistake and give me a medium. That's insane. 38 grams of sugar, 160 calories, and 100 milligrams, and that's for. Oh my God, that's a lot. We're now.
And see, I go to McDonald's all the time because their drinks are a little bit cheaper, and I order because, like I said, I don't have to have lemonade. That's just something at that other place. But I will go through there and I at McDonald's and I'll get a large sweet tea there, and it's fine. And then on my way back through, I'll stop and get another large sweet tea. I'm just a mess.
Yeah, no, this is crazy. It's not good.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
watching
crazy.
videos. But my thing is, Misty, do you have any advice for Vegas girl who's going through cravings? Have you ever struggled with a cigarette addiction?
No, I've never struggled with any smoking. I tried to smoke one time when I was like really young, like just one of them things, and I like to cough my lung out of there, and I just could, I never did catch on to any smoking. I just tried it, but that was it. But this damn tea, I need some advice on that tea. Cause see, I don't need the sugar, and I'll be honest with you, sugar in your body is not good. That's why he wanted me to quit because when you have the C word, the cancer, the C word, sugar can feed off of that. And I need to get the damn tea. I need to get the tea makers to quit making the damn shit. That's what I need.
You know what, Misty? What I would like to do, that is when we speak about sugar addictions and
Yeah.
the sweet tea stuff, I would love for you to come join.
Well, that sounds good because I'm telling you right now, the addiction to that tea is real because instead of the sodas, I replaced it with tea because I just felt like I had to have something sweet. And then once I got hooked on to where I could have the tea, I don't even want the sodas anymore. I just want the tea. So I'll get me a McDonald's tea on the way to work. I'll get one on the way home. I'll drink about 3 or 4 of them things a day.
Misty, you are
Yeah.
so funny and enlightening. And when we will cover sugar and sweet teas, if not here on my other channel. And I don't know how to reach out to you, but I hope that you join that panel. And that would
I
be awesome.
will.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I will. But I'm going to drop back down. But I didn't mean to interrupt anything. But I just wanted to let you know that that has been something that has been going on with me. And we need to start a sweet tea, what you call that, anonymous or whatever.
We will. We will. We'll have the conversation. I got you.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. You guys, whoo, my moderator, like this does have to do with anything. Missy, thank you for coming up. And sugar addictions and all that stuff, and the caffeine is definitely a conversation. Now, let me get back on topic with the nicotine stuff. I'm sorry, Vegas girl, but let me say
No,
this.
you're fine.
What I feel is important. Okay, so again, a lot of people probably don't even realize what smoking is doing to our health. And it's interesting because as women, we have a special set of problems, right? And if it was easy to quit, a lot of people would quit. So, you talking about what you're feeling and what you're going through is helpful for a lot of people. So I don't want to make light of that. And
Right.
I
Yeah,
wish if somebody was in the chat can say how long, oh, that's what I need to do. Let me look up how long cravings typically last and see if you guys agree with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've been like watching, ever since I started my journey, I've also been doing my own research on nicotine habits and stuff like that. And I've seen a video on what smoking does to your lungs. And, that scares the shit out of me because I saw this one video where the lungs were like completely black. And I'm like, if I don't do something now, that'll be me probably within the next year or so. So, everything happens for a reason. And, I'm just really glad that that's when I saw that video, that really scared me. I'm like, yeah, I don't want that to be me. at all.
Okay, let me read this to you. So let's see if you agree with this. How long? Okay, so I'm looking in a journal, you guys. Y'all know I go to journals. Cravings for nicotine can start 30 minutes after your last cigarette. Individual cravings usually pass in 3 to 5 minutes. You may get the most cravings 2 to 3 days after you stop smoking. You should stop getting cravings 4 to 6 weeks after you stop smoking. So, do you guys agree with that timeline for those of you that have ever tried to quit? What do you think about that? Well, you have 6 days in. So, what do you
Yeah.
think so far about the 2 to 3 days you got? Did you feel the most cravings?
Yes, the video that I watched said the same thing. They said the first 48 to 72 hours is going to be the hardest because the nicotine is coming out of your system, and you're going to get the withdrawals really bad within the next 72 hours. And that is very true. I still have a hard time sleeping because sometimes in the middle of the night, I don't know if it's the nicotine coming out of my system, but I would start throwing up. I'm not sick or anything, but I just start throwing up. So my sleeping has been a little wonky lately, but it's all good. But yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
You do agree with that. And this is week one. You guys, I'm excited about her journey because let me tell you something. As women, as especially we're online, there's a lot of reasons that I will not smoke. All right. My, oh, but to get through the cravings, and I feel that with any addiction, you have to replace it with something else to fill that void. And so you replace it with something healthy. Soul Fight says, I'm not in the mood to talk about my cigarette addiction. Just curious how y'all not dehydrated. I can't even drink soda because I get migraines from dehydration. I drink a lot of water. A lot of
Me
water.
too. Me too. That was my other issue too. So I was dehydrated. I didn't have enough water in my system. So I've started drinking a lot of water now as well. So a
And
lot of changes. A lot of changes.
water and all of that. I mean, Vegas girl, one of the things that I noticed right away, which is kind of vain, is like the first thing I noticed was how my skin was clearing up. And I know from smoking, it does affect your skin and all that kind of stuff. So you're looking vibrant, you're looking healthy. And I
Mm,
could tell that for the first time I've seen you on camera, like behind the scenes and stuff like that, with our conversations and going
right.
into your chat. I mean, you look like you're taking care of yourself and you're making a lot of healthy decisions.
Yes, I am trying. I'm trying very hard to make sure that I'm going down the right path. It hasn't been easy. I've had trials and tribulations along the way, but that's just part of life. So you just gotta roll with it and do the best that you can. So everything happens for a reason. That health scare put my ass in check, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to keep doing this. I have to do something. So, I
I'm
mean, I feel a
cheering.
lot better.
You feel a lot better.
I feel a lot better.
And
This
it's not
coffee
good.
is just, they had me on steroids. Okay, when I went back to work, they gave me steroids for the pain that was in my chest because they said that my lungs were inflamed. So that the steroids just made me feel really weird. I mean, I was just like, I did not like taking them. So I didn't take them when I was at work. I waited until I got home because the feeling was just like I had to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes, and I kept doing that when I'm at work. So I don't like the steroids at all.
I think that you're doing amazing. You're gonna have your procedure. Keep your mind ready and just think about like your goals, your end goals. That helps me a lot. Think about that stuff. And again, all the people I watch, I have not seen a person smoke for years, and they can say they're healthy all they want to, but how's your breathing? And it's better to take care of a problem before you have a problem than wait and
Yeah.
have all these issues come up. So I'm glad that you're taking control of it. Soul Fight says 6 days is amazing. Good for you. Keep it up. It's not
Thank
easy,
you.
but if it was easy, everybody would do it. And I cannot tell you that just going 6 days without a single cigarette is a really big deal. It just
Thank
is.
you. Yeah, it is. For me, it is too, because I have tried to stop so many times, but I look back and I realize why I was not successful all those times before is because I wasn't ready. It wasn't in my heart. It wasn't in my, mind to want to quit smoking. So that's why I was not successful. But I plan to be successful, this time around. I will be. So,
You will be. You got this. And anytime you need something or whatever, you know me. I usually have my phone on. I've been sleeping a lot more, but you can always reach out to me and I will respond because, you know, we speak a lot and I'm here to support you.
yes, thank
And
you. I
I
appreciate that.
just hang in there. And even if you have a slip up, God forbid, get back on track because each day that you stay clean from cigarettes, it's a health benefit. It's healthy. And just think about smoke going into your lungs and how that's hurting you. And you don't want to hurt yourself. So, it's not easy, but it gets better. It just does. Destiny says one day at a time. So Fight says they say you should
Thank you.
they say you should reward yourself in small ways with the money you're saving from not buying cigarettes. Buy yourself something nice tomorrow when you make 1 week. That's right.
That's a good idea.
It's a good idea. Something that makes you feel pretty or special. It could be something small or whatever. I think that's awesome. That'll be fun for you.
Yeah, we're good.
And you camp
Absolutely.
up like you're showing us that you look good. When the first thing I noticed was your skin and your countenance. Like you look really bright and pretty.
Yeah, and thank you. And the thing is, misunderstood was I told myself, I said, I feel so much better. I feel energized. I feel like a new person, but it's only been a week. I feel like maybe it's too soon to feel like this,
It's
but I don't care. It's a good
You
feeling.
got
It's still a
past
good
the
feeling.
3 days. Like you got past the 3 days,
Hmm.
and it's all a journey. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it's only been a week. That's the start. Tomorrow you're gonna have 7 days, then 8 days. Look at me. I celebrate. I'm still telling you guys. You know what I mean? Like, wow, I'm close to my 2 years. I never thought I'd be able to say that. Just hang in there. Just hang in there. It's gonna get better. You're gonna feel better, and just having energy. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Our health is everything.
Yes, it is. I agree. I agree. So, me having a heart attack, I don't want that. So I just gotta keep going, keep pushing. I'll get through it. I'll do it. I want to. This is something I gotta do for me.
You have some fans on my Instagram that's saying to keep going. They don't ever come in my chat. They just message me, and they're saying,
Oh, thank you.
and that one person is on day 2 with the cigarettes.
Yay.
Uh, Great life. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, so you have some supporters out there. Vegas girl, one thing about sharing something is you never know who else is going through the same thing. I just encourage you to keep going and don't give up. It's not easy. And you can always talk about it, like, wow, I did this. I'm doing it.
Yeah. 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 And I feel so much better. So I will be saving a lot of money, that's for sure.
Saving a lot.
So
Do
but
you
yeah.
where are you going with okay, you guys. So for those of you that do not know Vegas girl, can you tell us about your channel?
Um I don't know where I'm right now. I'm just gonna be doing true crime. Um I set it up for live in case I have to respond, but I'm not trying to get into any beefs or drama with anybody. So just basically true crime right now.
True crime. Okay, so you do your commentary.
Hmm.
You are just working on yourself, your commentary, and taking care of your health, and that's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
504 girl said it's crazy. I can not smoke if I'm in a hospital, but on discharge day, I'm looking for one as soon as I get outside. But I don't think about it while I'm there. No, because you're thinking about your health while you're there. And I think that part of it's mental. Yes, you have the physical addiction and you're craving it because of the nicotine, but also I feel that it's very psychological because you associate a lot of things with smoke,
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
I do. Yeah, because every little thing you do is like you want a cigarette, you want a cigarette, you want a cigarette. And the crazy thing is that after my dad, I'm the only one that smokes in my family. So now after I just quit, nobody in my family smokes. So they're telling me they don't smell smoke on me because the smell and the after effects when you don't smoke and you're around someone that does. Even I'm starting to notice that, and I'm like, oh my God, did I used to smell like that? So I can see the difference.
I'm not
So
gonna lie, the smell from cigarettes and all, I
yeah,
can't stand it. It gets
yeah,
everywhere. And then you got the secondhand smoke, third hand smoke. Y'all know what third hand smoke is? So we know what secondhand smoke is, right? Like somebody that doesn't smoke that's around you getting it in their lungs. Third hand smoke is like when it's in the furniture and the walls and stuff like that, and we don't even realize it. That's third hand smoke. So
yeah,
but it's just toxic shit. And because of how much money these companies make, you know, they don't care about our health. They care about staying very wealthy, and we become addicted to stuff. And the ideal is to become keep people addicted so they'll spend money. People can put high taxes on it because with the addiction, they're going to find a way to pay for it, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, damn, when people are smuggling, that's the word, snuggle. Yeah, smuggling cigarettes in other countries and getting in trouble for it, they're doing it because people are going to pay for it, and it's a huge addiction. So
yeah.
I'm glad that you are conquering that, and that's what you're gonna do. It's stifling. 504 girl says she doesn't like the smell of cigarettes. People are shocked when they find out I smoke because they don't smell it. No,
Mm,
I smell cigarettes very easily because I don't smoke, but that's it.
I
You have
do now.
you do yeah, it's gets in your fingertips and then trying to work and you have to keep stopping for smoke breaks.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, when I was hiring a nanny and when I needed people to work for me, I didn't hire smokers. Too many
yeah.
breaks and too many things that you have to live your life around when you're gonna smoke those cigarettes. But I commend you for oh, thank you, Mama Cynthia. You have any final thoughts for this Vegas girl? Any y'all have questions for oh shoot, my battery's gonna die. Hold on.
No, that's pretty much it. Thank you for allowing me on your show. I had a good time. I'm gonna continue my journey and tell her I heard hi Mama Cynthia. I heard her say me. But I'm gonna continue my journey and just keep trying to be a better and healthier me by working on myself inside and out. I already feel like a brand new person and I'm just gonna keep going. Uh-oh, did she just knock herself off? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh, her thing was, I think she knocked herself off by accident. I can't reach out to her because I'm on my phone. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been doing my own thing. Okay. She said her laptop died. I don't know if I end the live on my own. Okay, she asked me to stay. Yeah, I'll stay. That's fine. We're just waiting for her to come back. Her laptop died, so I don't know if she has to restart it. Let me see what the chat is saying. I'll go on my settings, but all my chat's not pulling up. So yes, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. You guys have any other questions for me, feel free to ask. And this is not pulling up. I'm trying to make sure I entertain you guys so there is no dead air. But yeah, I don't know if I can. Can I leave? Let's see if I can pull up the chat. Okay. Oh, thank you, 504 girl. She probably coming back on her phone. Yeah, so I'll just stay here for.
No,
Oh, there she is.
I forgot to plug up my laptop last night, and I'm sorry. In the middle of your final thought, I missed it, so I don't know what you said. But
Oh, no, I just said thank you for having me. I had fun. I'm just gonna continue my journey, and just continue to be a healthier me and a happier me. I am so, for the first time in a very long time, I can actually say that I'm really, really happy, and life is going really well. I have some setbacks, but for the most part, I am really happy, and I haven't been able to say that in a long time. So
I'm so proud of you, and
yes,
I would love to bring you back to check on how you're doing with your journey. And I'm always here if you need me.
thank you. I appreciate that. All right, bye, Misunderstood.
Bye, big
Bye, chat.
hug. Thank you. You guys, thank y'all for that conversation. Vegas girl, and I have to true crime. Vegas girl, right? Thank you for sharing what a lot of people go through. Mama Cynthia, thank you. Thank you. I am going to follow up with her again. I do not know what is it like to struggle with nicotine. I know what it's like to struggle with y'all know what I struggle with, right? But addiction is addiction, and it's not easy. So I applaud Vegas girl for taking this step and saying, you know what, I don't want to do this. And shout out to her. So you guys, as Hey Mulatto, as for me, I'm getting used to, and there's her channel. You guys can subscribe to her. 504 girl, I hope you do join her. Cigarettes, let me tell you something. Cigarettes is hard on your body. Smoke is hard on your body. And I'm not trying to preach to you guys or anything like that, but I can tell you that I, you know, I applaud anyone who can look at something that's affecting their life in a negative way and get rid of that. Our health is everything, and you can do everything you want to in life, but if you're not healthy enough to enjoy it, it's going to impact you. I love having energy. I love getting out there. And let me tell you this. The best part about being sober is what it does for our appearance and our skin and that kind of stuff. So that's not just the best part. There's a lot of benefits, but you have to look at the benefits, right? And you will start looking better, feeling better, having more energy and those kind of things. So it's worth it. It's worth it. And that's just what it is. We all know the effects of smoking, but it's hard to quit. And that's the real reality of it. It's hard to quit. It's hard. That's with the food addiction. Food addiction is one that I have been studying a lot on, reading up on it, because food makes us feel better. It's very comforting, but the American diet it consists of fat, salt, and sugar. And because the food industry is $1 billion industry, they keep us hooked and keep us coming back. There's a reason why those chips are salty. Chocolate bars have smooth edges and it's full of sugar. That dopamine rush to our brain, and what it does is like the more flavor, more additives, more preservatives, so the food can last longer on the shelves. There's a lot of things, but what is it doing to our bodies? How is it affecting our health? So those things interest me, and it is what it is, right? Hey Angela, I see you guys. So anyways, y'all, thank y'all for hanging out with me. As you can see, I'm getting adjusted. We all have our little journeys and stuff, and I celebrate all of you. I need to go cook. I haven't cooked in this place yet. I have to get used to the damn stove. I almost burned down the damn. Well, I had the stove on because it's not a fire stove, like a gas stove, and I'm not used to it. So I haven't cooked here. So I need to go to my other place and cook. And it's just weird. I don't know. I'm just weird like that. I'm still trying to adjust in this place. So feel free to like, comment, and share. And look, if I have to choose, Baba Fur Girl says, if I have to choose between cigarettes and chocolates, I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you, Vegas Girl, for coming up and sharing your story. Hey, Timothy. I appreciate you guys. Feel free to like, comment, and share, and I'll see y'all on the YouTube streets. Bye-bye.